Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Beta Anime Reactions, and I apologize for not getting these out earlier, I guess you could say, than I usually do. As you obviously know, I still have the issue with the Facebook videos, and I'm still trying to fix that. I've been trying to work on it all day, but you guys know how many videos I've got, and a good portion of them were from Facebook. I would say about 75-80% of them were from Facebook, and the rest were from BitChute. A small handful were from Dailymotion, and even smaller handful were on Google Drive. So, yeah, a lot of videos to edit. So, I will try to get as many done as I can. I can't make any promises as to getting it all done before the games come out. And I still haven't gotten the monitor yet. So, I will have to ask Amanda about that tomorrow. Worst case, if I can't get it tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to get it Friday. Which means I'm going to probably spend the time that I'm not at work trying to figure out, how to work the Elgato and all that stuff before I go to work. And when I go to work and get done with work, hopefully I can come home and do some recording for the game. Though with my luck, I won't be able to. So part of that Let's Play might not be blind because I wouldn't want to wait. I'd probably play on Pokemon Sword while I wait. So yeah. Anyway, enough babbling on my end. I keep on doing that. This is going to be my review for Rosario plus Vampire episode 4. This episode, I didn't catch the names of the bad guys that they have to deal with. It's just a big fan club. It's fans of Mocha. How do you say her name? Kudumi, this Alchemist's name, and Yukari, I think. Essentially, they're guys that are fans of the girls, which the last one's kind of strange, considering she's still just a child. And the guy's acting like she's a teenage girl he wants to hump, essentially. So, the guys are all jealous that Skune is around their girls. Which, if the girls had a choice in the matter, obviously they would not have anything to do with those guys. And you could see it in Kurumi's flashback of the fat guy who was essentially the group, essentially. Everywhere she went, he was following her and just watching her. It was creepy. And I can understand her being freaked out by it. So, yeah, the guys are seeing, I don't know if they were posters, or I would say if the guys were able to, they'd have body pillows of the girls. Which is extra creepy because, like I said, Yukari is still like 10, 11 years old. So, yeah. Extra creepy because the two guys, the one that wasn't doing it was, at first, was the guy who had a crush on Mocha. The other two were essentially humping the posters. Yeah. You can see where this is going. The guys go to attack Skune, who's kind of off his game at this point because he's kind of distracted because the bus is supposed to be showing up, and we all think he's wanting to go home. At least that's the impression we're getting anyway. Anyway, the bus gets there, and he's leaving with a bag, and Yukari sees this and goes to warn the girls. They try and, go after him and stop him, obviously, but the guys run into them first. Actually, no, the guys run into Skune first, and we find out these guys are monster forms are not very impressive. The guy who's like Smoka is some kind of umbrella monster. the one who likes Yukari just has a very long neck that he can stretch. And the bad guy is essentially what you would think he'd be. He's a blob. I'm like, okay. And it gets even weirder when the girls show up and try to, stop them. And Kurumi's trying to obviously punch the guy, but she's getting covered in slime. I'm seriously hoping that is slime. Because it's less gross than what I'm thinking of. And the guy makes a comment how, let's stare longingly into each other's eyes, and I'm like, and me and Kurumi are thinking the same thing. What face? What eyes? Because the guy has no face. And it's at this point that Tsukune tries to help the girls because he's mad at himself because he cannot protect them. He's always getting rescued by them. And the girls make a point that, yes, they're having to rescue him, but he's helped them in return because if it wasn't for him, something bad could have happened to Yukari in the last episode. And who knows what Scary Mocha would have done to Kurumi had he not stepped in and stopped her, So, essentially they're just trying to help and return the favor. And Tsukune ends up pulling off the rosary again. I wonder if the girls could do that. If they could, then maybe Tsukune wouldn't have to do it all the time. I doubt it. But if there's a reason behind all that, just don't spoil it for me, because we'll be getting, after the next couple of episodes, we'll be getting to the blind portion. Because I know the only things left that I have seen already is the mermaid episode and the werewolf episode. I've seen those two. Anyway, the weird part is apparently monsters can fuse. Because those three fuse together to make one big monster, sort of. And the girls help Scary Mocha take them down, and they essentially want to worship Scary Mocha as their goddess. Like I said, fanboys can be weird. Very, very weird. And very, very creepy. And she essentially beats them down. And yeah. And we find out that even Scary Mocha doesn't want him to leave because she assumes that he was going to leave, like everybody else thought. And because he was going to actually just give his letters that he had been writing the whole time to the bus driver because he needed to deliver them, and that was the only way out. And we kind of get the impression that even Scary Mocha wants him around because she jumped to conclusions that Tsukune was wanting to leave. Which is funny. It shows that she might actually want him more than just a food source. Might. Though she could still just want him as a food source, and she just didn't want her food source to leave, Anyway, yeah, this is going to continue to be interesting, guys. I really enjoy the show, even if it is a harem. I'm more into reverse harems, to be completely honest, because I like the guys. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, I hope the hiccups aren't back. I had hiccups earlier, and when I get hiccups, usually they hurt. And I hate it. Anyway, I will try to get this up quickly, and I will see you guys next time.